I've never shown anyone this. It's always in the background, but no one's ever actually seen it.
Okay, this is.
I forgot this was a video affair. This is a video pod.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Man.
But yeah, shout out to Caterpie without an E at the end. The twitch.tv/Caterpie. She painted this.
The detail on the
beautiful work of
mustache is
art.
insane.
Yeah.
Me taking a photo of myself at my old job that I hated.
I can see that kind of roiling underneath the calm facade of your facial expression in that painting.
You can see the sadness of a Los Angeles social media manager that only he can express when he's truly just wants to go home. It's 5 p.m.
Social media manager.
Wait, do you live in LA now?
No, I moved to Portland. I live there now.
Okay, so you were in LA for how long?
Well, I was there for a while. I went to college there.
Oh,
but,
okay.
Yeah, but I mean, I lived there a little bit after as well, and then I worked for like a year after college, and that's around when I started streaming. Was around the time I graduated. But I had a lot of like bad jobs. Like I worked at a museum. I worked at a couple different museums. That was just not a place, not a thing you want to do.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. It's I mean, I don't know. I wasn't like security, luckily, but I was like a docent basically, so I would have to like tell people about, because I like studied art history in school, so
Okay.
I had to like tell people about certain works of art, and they would just like, I don't know, a lot. So the thing about like modern art is like a lot of it's like very insidery. So like if you just look at it, you're like, oh, this is just like two colors, like two
Right.
rectangles on a canvas.
I describe modern art. I think pretentious is the colloquial term, right?
Yeah, a lot of people. Yeah, exactly. So like when I
but-
explain, like I have to explain just like the history of like, oh, this is why this person thinks this is like the best form of expression.
Right.
And then some guy who's like, you know, from Fresno and is like visiting LA, went to a museum. He's
Yeah.
just like mad at me that I'm like, dude, I didn't do it.
Yeah,
I'm
that's-
sorry.
that's
Yeah,
actually
you
funny.
could paint this if you wanted to, absolutely, but
Yeah.
you didn't.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. It's not my fault.
That's really funny. I remember
It's,
getting upset as a kid the first time I saw a painting. It was in a textbook, and I saw a painting that was like the artist meant to paint it as if a third grader had painted it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was worth some exorbitant amount of money. And I remember being like a third grader and looking at that and being like, that's not fair. I could do that.
He's
I don't get it.
appropriating my culture, dude. He's appropriating third grade
Yeah.
culture. That's honestly fucked
Yeah.
up. Yeah,
I
no,
felt
he's
like
canceled.
I felt like I was a young African American kid on the boat on the Mississippi, and I saw some white asshole playing jazz, and I'm like, "Are you kidding me? Go back to bluegrass."
As a third grader, yeah, I bet that's how you felt. Yeah, I
That's
don't
how
know,
I
man.
could,
That
that's
was
how
the
I could
thoughts. Yeah.
textualized it at the time
Yeah.
as a third grader.
You're a smart little third grader,
I
man.
know, dude. I wouldn't call myself progressive, but like other people called young me a progressive.
Yeah, of course. You were a forward thinker. You were avant-garde. You know.
Yeah, avant-garde would be the I studied art history way of describing it.
I mean, that's not. Come on.
Your
That's,
art history is showing.
maybe a little, but yeah, those are bad jobs. I'm really glad that I'm out of that now.
Cool. I lived in
Might have to go back.
I lived in LA for about a year.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Well, there's a reason it was only a year, but I did enjoy my time
Usually
there.
how the story goes.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the year there, but I knew about 8 months in that it wasn't going to be a long-term deal. I was working for an esports studio, so it was a really cool job with a lot of cool people. But I was in Burbank, and just kind of
Shitty.
Yeah,
It sucks really bad.
And I was like north side of Burbank too, a little closer to Sun Valley, where like it was a lot of desert and concrete and a lot of cars.
It's
Lot
I don't
of
know,
cars.
like especially like, dude, oh my god, when I lived in LA and I was streaming, like I would tell people I live there, and it's like people hate it so much, and like people just hate Los Angeles, and it's like I would say 30% of the people just haven't been there ever, and then like 70% of the people like went there once, but they were like, oh yeah, I went there. I went downtown. I went to Burbank. I went to Van Nuys. They'll just like name like the shittiest places, and I'm like, why'd you go to the Valley? Like, what did you think it was gonna be like?
Yeah,
I don't understand. It's like I don't understand. It's like visiting New York and then being like, oh yeah, I just was like on the river the whole time. It actually wasn't that cool.
Yeah, I know. I have the same conversation with like a lot of friends who are like, yeah, I visited LA, and they name the places, and I'm like, go to like, I mean, hell, go to San Diego or San Fran or like I wouldn't even visit LA if I didn't have like, I still have friends there, so like I'll go see them, but I've got nothing to see in LA.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's definitely nice parts and there's fun touristy stuff to do, but it's like every story I hear, I'm like, yeah, you don't want to go downtown, like unless you're going to like a Lakers game, like don't just stay away, man. What do you do? Why? Don't stay there.
Yeah.
The beaches are always nice though. Like I mean,
like,
depends on what beach
Venice,
you go to.
You could go to Santa Monica. I mean, there's a lot of Malibu's like the nicest part, but like that's like.
Dude, all my friends loved going to Newport, like making the 4-hour drive to Newport. But every time you go there, it's like parking, I think, is the most challenging thing I've ever experienced at Newport Beach. And you have to pay. You either have to pay on some system, like physical system that does not work, or you have to get an app. And at the time, I mean, like, people didn't really have apps for absolutely everything, but they were like the fucking first ones to do it, dude. I'm pretty sure the parking people were the first ones to have like, you're going to pay for this real life thing in front of you with your phone right now, whether you like it or not. And if you don't, you're going to get a really fat ticket and you're going to hate it.
Oh, it's like part of your rent, basically, just getting parking tickets.
Right.
You just learn to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like $70 a month on top of whatever you're paying for rent. It's just like, yeah, I'm going to get a parking ticket or two. It happens.
Terrible.
Yeah. I had to pay like $350. This is right before I moved, right before I decided like, yeah, I'm leaving. But I like the one time I like got up to actually go to the gym, crazy enough, I was going to my car and it was like already on the tow truck. And I didn't really know I had never been towed before, so I didn't really know like the protocol, but like basically I was just like, I like offered the guy $20 to like take it off of the
Did he?
of the tow truck. No, he just like laughed at me basically. He was like, dude, once it's on the truck, it's like in our system. I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do. And so he just like made me pay right then and there, and it was just exorbitant. It was crazy.
Dude, I went to school at Texas A&M, and College Station parking. Those guys, I mean, they'll come out of the bushes and just slam a parking ticket on, like as you're leaving your car in a non-properly marked location. Like it was insane how, and then also the traffic cops there. The amount of, I probably paid half my tuition in parking tickets and like going 3 over in a 35. Kind of bullshit.
Yeah, but once like
tickets.
if you don't go to the school, can they really do anything? What are they just gonna have like your license plate in their system?
I mean like the cops around the area, the College Station.
Got it. I thought you meant the actual people that worked for the college.
They were also like they would get you in 5 minutes. It was brutal.
Because I know what you're saying, Will, because I thought I could get away with that too. Because I went to KU, Kansas, and holy shit, those parking dudes. I was not registered like with that car into the KU system. Like they didn't have it associated to me. I didn't have a parking pass any of the years there, like anywhere on campus. And the car wasn't registered to me. It was registered to my mom in Nevada. And these dudes like put it into their system, found my mom, associated my mom to me somehow, like they made the connection, and then put it on my KU bill over the course of like, they took like 3 months to do it, but they found it. Like they learned how to do it because they wanted the $35 ticket paid like that bad. And then of course they do like each month you're late is like another extra $15. So it ended up being like $70 to pay at the end of it.
I respect that, honestly. You're just like you're creating your own economy, you know what I mean? You're just making you're making money out of absolutely nothing. Of just like property that you don't even own, just like a street. Dude. It's awesome. I respect to those guys.
Oh God.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's when I see someone just loading some poor old lady's car up on a the back of a truck and dragging it away, I nod my head and I think to myself, what a noble profession.
Yeah, how do you do that? How do you willingly sign up to do that?
I have no idea. Although I don't blame the tow truck guys. If you were like, I blame the people who on the front end of that system. Like, because if you were to tell me, hey man, if you just go like get that car for us, we'll pay you like $350. I'd be like, all right.
I gotta make a killing.
Yeah, man.
Will, are you just waking up, by the way?
No. Why do you ask?
Because you stream at ungodly hours of the night, and like, when do you wake up? How does that work? You're like, it's like you're streaming in Australia or something.
I mean, honestly, I wake up at like 11, which for me, I think is like pretty good. Like,
yeah,
I think that's like a reasonable time to wake up. But
11's
I usually.
Yeah, that's about the line where you have to go like, if it's after 11, you start feeling bad. But
No, noon. That's where you start to feel bad. So that's exactly what I'm getting to. I usually wake up and then, maybe some days I'll stay in bed till noon, or maybe I'll, sleep past the alarm. But like 11's a good baseline. And then I'm up till like 3 in the morning. I mean, I feel like it's not. People say this to me every day. They say that I stream in like the worst time zone, but I really don't feel like.
I don't think you do, no, because you've gotten the audience for it. That they're like your people that stay up late with you. They're like the night owls that you've accumulated under your fan base.
I brainwash these people. Yeah,
right.
There's people in like the UK that are like, oh man, 6 a.m. time for Will to start a stream, and I'm like, dude, what are you? What?
Yeah, with turning on 6 a.m., brother. I don't know that I'd be watching streams in the morning.
I respect it.
Like
you're
with
just
their
ruining your whole
coffee
sleep schedule.
Man. Well,
I'm scared to stream that late, dude.
Those are the boys.
Okay, so Will, I've been waiting to tell you this for like a year. You ready?
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like I know you already because I have a friend who you guys could be brothers, and not even like normal brothers, but like people would automatically assume you're brothers. They'd see you and they'd be like, oh yeah, I know your brother. Also, he was a streamer, a friend of mine. You guys have very similar personalities. Your hair and he was styled the same while he was streaming. He also did the stash while streaming.
Oh, listen, this guy sounds like my kind of guy.
Also,
I want you to know, I have to take this with a grain of salt because I need you to know, like, 5 hours of my day, every single day of my life, is dedicated to people sending me photos being like, oh my god, this guy looks just like you.
Bro,
and then it's just like a white man with a mustache that looks nothing like me. It'll be like, it's like Nick Offerman or something. I'm just like, oh yeah, haha, yes.
No. This is actually so uncanny.
Okay,
and
I'll take it. I believe you.
I will show you a picture of my friend. And the funny thing is, when I first saw you, I did a double take. Like, I saw you streaming or something. I don't know. I did a double take, and I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, who is this guy that looks exactly like my friend? Whose name is also Will, by the way. And so then I mouse over your stream, and it's Will. And I was like,
yeah, dude, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
I want to see this guy.
Uncanny.
I kind of don't believe you.
I will show you guys.
Who's this guy?
So he's...
is he single?
I don't know the answer to that. He lives in LA. I knew him from college, and then I worked with him in LA, and I think he's still out there. On Twitch he's low5, but like LOW and then the number 5 IVE. So you can look him up. He's on Twitch. I don't know if,
for the listener at home, please look this man up and let me know what you think.
Yeah. Rate it out of a scale of whatever.
Since you're editing this one, you put a picture.
I guess I'll put a picture
up there.
Sure.
Yeah, just to judge it. Well, I mean, honestly, I kind of envy you for that whole late night thing, because that's when I'm normally playing games, and I feel like I would be a lot more productive if I did what you did and just got that late night crowd, because then I wouldn't be stressed about like, I gotta start early today or I'm not gonna get many viewers. Whereas you've just like corralled them. I don't know what you did.
It wasn't a choice, like, at first, because like I said, like, I don't know, I was working when I first started streaming, so I would like get off work at 5, I would sit in traffic for like an hour and a half, and go to hit up the coffee machine, make a double espresso, like drink that on the way home from work, and then I would stream like 7 to 11 every single day, like whenever I could. And that's like, I don't know, I was probably pulling like 0 to 40 viewers around that time, but it was that was like when I first started streaming. It was only like 4 hours a day, and it was I don't know, man. I was always fucking exhausted. But sorry, am I allowed to swear on this?
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
can fucking say whatever the fuck you want, dude.
That's a classic. I feel like it's a classic podcast question. Like people are just never sure. They're always like, hey,
I appreciate it. No, again, feel free to say whatever the fuck you
I
want.
want to get you guys
here.
demonetized.
Dude. If you want to, no, we
half our stuff gets demonetized.
We said some
anyway,
pretty
dude.
bad, borderline bad shit on here, and then we certainly
Yeah.
cut some stuff from other
Okay.
podcasts that was like. There was the one we did with Kevin. I purposefully bombed like 2 or 3 times as we were starting. Just said something horrible, and Jimmy and Kevin just looked at me like,
We're not putting
"Man,
that in.
shut the fuck up. We have to start
No way
over
we're putting
now."
that in. That was
So-
bad. That was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we'd be right in the middle of not being creators anymore.
So
anyway,
we're back. We just cut out about 10 minutes of 9 Rain, just saying some of the most raunchy things you can imagine. I can't.
Yeah.
I'm not going to repeat any of them here, but
Yeah, that's
we just had to
wise.
cut out about 10 minutes of footage.
dude,
Thank you guys for that.
Yeah.
I have to bring it up before I forget because I know a lot of people are going to want to know. So first things first, before we delve into it, top 5 RuneScape player, huh?
Yeah, man.
Top
That's what
5?
That's what people say. Yeah, I mean, listen, I would never say that about myself personally, but
Yeah.
No, not once. Not
it's
once.
just that's what a lot of people say. What can I say? You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
nor would you
So-
ever say that to anybody with like any sort of celebrity status. Like not even once would you think about,
Are you referencing my close personal friend Soulja Boy? Is that what
Yes,
this
I'm
is?
referencing your
okay.
fucking very close
I
friend
actually
Soulja
watched
Boy.
that happen.
Yeah, I did too.
I'm not
I
a
was
Twitch
there.
watcher, but somehow I stumbled upon that as it was happening. That was some good shit. That was hilarious.
That was a bit of an event. I don't know. Like I have to say, like I really do give that one to my chat just because they're very they're enthusiastic people, and they were in Soulja Boy's chat just spamming
trolling the
ItsWill.
fuck out of him.
Just donating, spamming the chat, just absolutely nothing in the chat but call ItsWill, call ItsWill, call ItsWill. Then I get a Discord, like they tell me to join his Discord, and I was like, okay, I'll join. And I'm just like killing KQ on my stream, and then I like get this like Discord, I get put in like a Discord call like the one we're in, and it's like a bunch of his like mods, and like you can go back to my stream, like this happened live on my stream, but like there was like these 3 guys and this woman, and they were like Soulja Boy's mods, and they're like, okay, you need to tell me what's going on right now, because like we don't know why Soulja's chat is all telling him to call you. Like, are you doing this? And I was like live, and I was like, no, I'm really sorry. Like they're just, my chat's very enthusiastic. If he wants to call me, just send him my Discord. I'm really sorry. Like I didn't mean to interrupt.
Dude.
They were just like mad. Yeah, his mods were not. I don't know how you get employed as a Soulja Boy Twitch mod.
Dude, no, they're not called
but-
mods either. They're called like shooters. So that would be
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah,
that's even more scary.
course.
I will
course.
say, if you probably run like PR bouncer crew for someone like Soulja Boy, you have to deal with so many shitheads at this point, and they're like, they got some stripes. They'll just pull
Yeah.
someone and be like, okay, what the fuck is going on? We don't have time for this.
They really checked me on my own stream. That was pretty intimidating.
Did you ever end up talking to Soulja Boy?
I mean, he followed me on Twitter. I mean, I've like stopped by his stream, said
Okay.
hi. He said hi to me, but I mean, I haven't talked to him personally since that day. But I do still refer to him only as my close personal friend, Soulja Boy.
Well, I think that's fair at this point, considering everything that's happened between you and him.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Has he played with anybody else? I know Oda Block he's
He
mentioned
played
a few
with
times.
Oda. Yeah, definitely. He played with Oda. I mean, longer than he played with me. I think it was like the next day or like 2 days after. But
Okay.
I think they did like fully did Waterfall Quest together and stuff. But yeah,
Okay.
he's I don't know if he's played with anyone else since then, but he's still playing RuneScape. He tweeted out that he's trying to get Best New Streamer Golden
Yep.
Gnome. I nominated him.
I saw
mean-
that. I saw the the tweet.
I nominated him, dude. I'm like, I don't know how you deny this man best new streamer. You know, he's been putting in the hours.
True. I've seen a lot of debate about it. And I see both sides. Yeah, I do see both sides because I mean he did just start.
You mean like a celebrity coming in and big dicking someone who's been grinding for the past year and a half?
Right. That's exactly. Which I get.
True, yeah.
I get that.
Okay.
I don't know.
I mean, the way I see it, I was like nominated for best new streamer last year, and if Soulja Boy beat me, like.
Yeah.
I feel like I would be like, if anything, I'd be like, hell yeah.
Have you won a Golden Gnome, Will?
I've not. No, I was nominated for best new streamer. Roydy took it home.
Okay.
Big shout out Roydy.
I'm not that familiar with Roydy's. Like, does he stream early? I see you literally all the time, and your name and face pops up all over the place.
I mean, yeah, I've grown a lot since then. I mean, Roydy's big. He streams like during the day. He's probably live right now.
Hell
For those listening at home, a little peek behind the curtain. It's 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Yeah, this so this might be the case where I am not a Twitch watcher, but I might open it late in the day, so I probably never.
Yeah, that
see
could be
him.
it. That could be it. Yeah, I'm usually like live around like 6 7 p.m. and then well into the evening. So it's like that's probably just when you have clicked on the directory, which would be my guess. But yeah, no, I'm hoping to at least be nominated for best streamer this year. That'd be pretty hype. I guess that's if you're a listener at home, you should go vote on that. The poll's probably out by now.
I nominated you if it makes you feel any better.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
That is very true.
I want to hear y'all's thoughts about this, but I actually, because I haven't heard anyone say this, and I feel this way. I actually wouldn't want to win a Gnome this year because there's no Runefest. That would, like, that experience, even like just being there last time with a bunch of my friends and people I knew winning and like actually being there in person, and the whole event was so hype that I would, like, I thought they were going to postpone it because I honestly don't know that I would be, like, obviously grateful.
Of course.
But like, when they announced they were doing Golden Gnomes, I was like, man, like, it was just so cool. That
I mean, I wasn't there last year. I would like my brother's wedding was actually that same weekend. So that was like the one weekend out of the entire year where I was like busy. But I guess I've never been to Runefest, so I don't know. But I mean, hey, I'm fun when I know. I don't.
Yeah.
Hopefully it happens next year and I can go. But did you guys both go? Did you go, Jimmy?
Yeah, I went first and only time.
Also,
I'm so
happy about it.
Dude, I'm just sad that it's not happening this year, dude. It really was. It was such a fun time. It was such a fun time.
I never got to go. It's sad. I
know. I remember trying to convince you to skip your brother's wedding last year. I remember I was in your chat like every day, being like, "Just don't go to the wedding."
A lot of people, a lot of people were trying to get me to not go.
Yeah.
I had to tell him that. I had to be like, "Listen, man, people are trying to get me to not go to your wedding. How do you feel about rescheduling?" And he's like,
"Yeah."
I guess it's like a lot of money to rent a venue, but
I heard weddings take a little bit of time to plan and stuff.
Just push it back a week, dude. It's like a doctor's appointment.
It's 7 days. It's like, just give me a little time here.
Yeah. It's messed up, dude. I don't know. I feel like, well, I know they were debating whether to have the Golden Gnomes because they brought it up in the creator Discord a few times because they wanted to come up with like some sort of alternative event to, recognize creators. And I guess they were just like, you know what? Either two things happened. Either they were like, you know what? We can do this. We can make it happen. Or they were just like, figuring out a whole nother thing would be a lot of work.
I muted that server, man. I couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah,
you muted it?
I have it muted.
Wow,
dude. Every time they're
it's
like
messed up.
Actually, no, I'm not. I don't want to leak, but when they have calls, it's just like, oh, this time BST, and then I'm like, oh, let me check what time that is in my time zone. It's like 8 a.m. and I'm like, yeah, I'm not waking up early to give you my thoughts on an update that probably isn't. My thoughts aren't any different than other content creators. Like I don't have good takes.
I went to one of those. It wasn't very productive for me. Like I didn't say anything I needed to, get off my chest about what they were releasing. It was before it was before the Twisted League came out. They were getting opinions about it, and I just sat there like I don't know.
I've given quite a bit of feedback in the PvP arena, and actually zero of it has been implemented in even a tiny way. And it's like, not that I would expect that to be the case ever, because I'm not one of those content creators that's like, Jagex better listen to me, I know what I'm talking about. But, you know, like,
absolutely, yeah.
After like a whole bunch of iterations of this kind of feedback, it was like, well, I mean, they're just going to do what they're going to do. And this is like, I don't need to be like a part of it, because we're just having conversations where they're trying to make me feel good. And I'm like, trying to feel good by giving them my input.
Yeah, it was like they're whispering sweet nothings back to your feedback, like, wow, what a great idea.
Yeah.
We'll really consider that in the future.
Yeah. And again, like, I'm not dogging them for like, obviously they should just do whatever they think should happen.
Yeah,
but
I trust them.
Yeah, it's not like, I mean, they have a great track record with updates, so
yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Oh,
definitely.
God.
Great updates.
I mean, but to be fair, I have absolutely loved their last couple of quests and the last couple of updates.
Like, you guys are big quest guys, huh?
Well, I feel like they added some dope ass content, and then what I did was I streamed Sins of the Father and Song of the Elves, and then just played really cheesy anime music through the whole thing, which probably got DMCA'd, and then did like really corny voice acting over all of it, and the writing was primo for such an occasion, so it actually turned into a really fun event. I don't know that I would have enjoyed the quest if I just was like at home and like, well, got another quest to do to get my QPC back, but that experience was super dope.
That's me. Yeah, no, I actually like Song of the Elves. I thought Song of the Elves was like a very fun, very good quest, and like doing it on release when like everyone was trying to figure it out was very fun.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I made the conscious decision where I was like, all right, what's easier, going to bed and then waking up, or like staying up all night? And I was like, I'm just gonna stay up all night. You know what I mean? That's fine. It's only like an extra like 3 hours after I would have ended anyway. And man, that was a mistake. Let me tell you something. That
did you ride it out until completion?
No.
Okay, I was like, Jesus
dude,
Christ.
It's a long quest.
I got legitimately like halfway through the light puzzle, and like I was like in the lead at one point of like people solving the puzzle, and I was just like, I just hit a wall where I was like, I can't even comprehend what's going on anymore. Like, I'm trying to figure this out. If I was more awake, I might be able to, but I just like saw how daunting it would be to like solve like the last two of those light puzzles with the mirrors, and I was like, nah, I'll do this tomorrow.
That's a brutal puzzle.
That's the last time I'll ever do that. I've realized, like, legitimately, and this is good advice for anyone if you're doing anything, even like work or school related, like, it's always better to get some sleep, even if it's like 2 hours, than none whatsoever.
Yeah.
Always better to get a little bit of sleep, even if it's not like a full night.
Yeah, I made that mistake like 10 too many times where I'm like, no, we'll just soldier through. And then you hit this wall where your entire psyche falls apart.
Yeah, as a guy who sleeps a lot, it was especially hard for me. But yeah, everything else, like for Dead Men and like Twisted League, I was sure to sleep before waking up early for release, which is definitely the hardest thing for me to do.
That's like when people tell me that they're working crazy hours, getting like 4 hours of sleep a night. I'm like, well, there's no wonder you're working 14 hours a day. It's because you can't fucking think straight to get anything done in 8 hours. I know.
It's horrendous. Horrendous.
Like, you function so poorly on probably sub 6 hours of sleep. You start falling off pretty quick. And it's like, there's actually, I didn't even watch the rest of the TED Talk. I literally opened up a YouTube video and it was on sleep. And the guy started it by saying and this isn't the exact statistic, but it was something like, and this was his opening line. He said something like, men who get less than 7 hours of sleep a night, their testicles are 50% smaller by the age of 70 than those who get more than 7. And just drop that bomb on the crowd, and everyone's like,
no.
I just don't think it's true.
Dude,
There's no way, dude.
Like, the thing is, like, sleep is just one of those things. That's why there's like 500 movies about it. But like, it's one of those things that's like been researched like so much, and people still don't know that much about it. So the amount of just like insane theories that you can find online, and even in like academic journals. Also, like, who is like 70 years old and like, God, I wish my balls were bigger? Like, what
Dude.
old guy is just like, damn, my dick is still small, but at least I really am glad I have big balls.
Look,
Who
I'm
fucking
just
tracked that, dude? Who tracked the like? How long are we talking here? 70 years old. Be like, how long have we measured your sleep? What are you gonna say? Like, oh yeah, I slept 5 hours a night for the last 7 years.
all I'm saying is that is one bombshell of a statistic to drop at the beginning of a TED Talk.
Nah.
And if
That's
I
a
ever do a
bullshit
TED Talk,
statistic.
I'm going straight for testicle size.
No,
That's
if someone opened that up, if I was in the audience and someone opened up their thing with that, I think I'd just zone out the rest of their talk because I was like, this guy's just gonna spew whatever bullshit he thought of last night or something. There's
It's
no
not
way
even
that's a real
that.
stat.
It's like, I would just be thinking about it for the rest of the time. Like, I'm still just thinking about like what measure, like how did they
someone
do
just
that?
chat. Someone just sent you a chat just now.
Me?
Yeah,
What
I
do you
saw
mean?
something pop up on your thing. I think someone chatted you, or like they put something in your chat and sent it just now.
Oh wait, in the top. Oh man, it's on. Yeah, my OBS is still hooked up to my.
Oh,
man.
that's great. We have that happen almost every podcast with someone.
Yeah,
it was
Emma
me-
Strules said early stream ? Wide people happy. I'm not. Listen, I'm sorry, Emma Strules. It's 3 p.m., brother. I mean, as far as you know, I just woke up. So let me just. I'm not even gonna respond to him in the chat. I'm just gonna.
Does he just know you're there? Just trying to like get your attention?
No, I mean, I think a lot of streamers just have their offline chat open throughout the day. Like, I don't
Really?
know. I mean, I have mine. I like, it's just like in this like group of tabs that I just keep open at all times. Yeah, like I have like, I always keep like Twitter and my like dashboard open at any given time. But
I should
yeah,
keep
people
mine
just
open
go in
now.
and type in there. You never know. You don't have yours open?
No, I've never once had it open when I wasn't live.
I mean, yeah, there's probably people
J-
coming in there just being like,
Jimmy and I are also not
What?
streamers, like primarily. Streaming for Jimmy and I is, allow me to speak for you, Jimmy, I guess, because I think we're in the same
Yeah.
boat on this. But we like, streaming is like, we're such performers, it's fucking exhausting.
mm-hmm.
It
I feel that.
it murders me to stream for more than like 3 hours. At least when I'm doing RuneScape, because I feel like RuneScape is so, like there's so little happening on screen that I have to fucking, like, I'm juggling and like singing songs and shit, trying to make this game like
Yeah,
entertaining.
I understand that. Like, I don't know. I started with streaming, so for me it's like the default. So like I basically am just like trying to derive as much like from what's going on the screen or like whatever's going on in the chat. That's like my wheelhouse. But like as far as like YouTube goes, I have nothing to put up there except for just like stream highlights. Like I don't know if you guys have even seen my YouTube, but it's literally just
you
like
do have a stream
highlights.
highlight channel?
Yeah, like I mean I have like 10k subs. Hit that recently. Big
Nice.
shout out to
Dope.
my editor. I have an editor though. It's like Pack just does everything. So
Right.
it's like
That's-
I literally don't touch the account. I'm
That's
just like,
actually
yeah.
really good for like a RuneScape stream highlight. 10K is like
Yeah,
fucking.
that is a lot.
That's
It's going decent. Yeah, my favorite thing is just looking at the comments though, because like what you have to realize is like the content like bar for RuneScape YouTube videos is so high that like people are expecting like, you know, a Swampletics by release, you know, one man army type like planned out episodic series, you know what I mean? And like what they get when they go to my channel is just me looking like just sitting there like playing RuneScape, looking at my chat and being like yep, cock, huh? Like more
So-
like
yeah.
so the-
yep, sock.
I mean, the funny thing about that, I actually when I watch stuff, I actually prefer to watch stuff like that. I do RuneScape YouTube ideas all day. So if I'm gonna watch a stream or something, I'll probably watch something like your stream or your stream highlights where it's not even really about RuneScape. It's just like you saying like stupid or funny
Yeah,
or like reacting
yeah.
to chat being retarded, where you're like, chat, come on, brother, like.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I agree. Yeah, I don't know. I've been trying to like branch out. Like I've been doing more variety streams, so I'm like trying to do like 2 RuneScape videos, 1 variety video a week, see where that goes. But yeah, I think there is like legitimate, you know, potential in like videos like that because I don't know, man. Like the thing about YouTube is like people are just like looking for something to watch at the end of the day, and it's like there is a place for like really well thought out, well planned series, but there's also a place for just like shit posting, as with anything else.
You've also got that good like, I don't know what it is, but you've got that good streamer vibe where like you can chill the fuck out on stream and it works.
Yeah, I don't know how to react when people say stuff like that. I don't know.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
I don't even know what like.
It's something ephemeral that I'm just like I don't know what that means.
Yeah,
but,
like
people just say stuff like that.
Yeah, like who's? Oh God, there's this kid that does Super Mario. Clint Stevenson, is that his name?
Clint Stevens.
Did I make up that name?
No, yeah, Clint Stevens is his name.
Does he do
Clint
Super Mario?
Yeah. You said Stevens.
Oh, sorry, I'm just shooting in the dark.
No, it's okay. No, yeah, Clint Stevens. He's a speedrunner. I'm actually like a longtime sub of Clint. Yeah.
Okay, well, you have that same vibe. From what I can tell,
I don't know what that means.
I highly appreciate that.
We're like, you guys can just turn on stream and be like, all right, I'm playing this game today, and it's gonna be a good time. And everyone's like, yeah, okay, cool, let's throw shit at him.
I do feel like he's very like laid back, you know, just like yeah, I don't know, he's just kind of there and like he responds and doesn't like overstep at any point, which I think is it's a good quality to have for a streamer. I think he's that makes me more see what you're talking about. I get what you mean now.
Yeah, like I would watch your stream. I don't think I'd watch my streams. I stream about, and I'm like, I swear to God, I stream about probably once a week, Tuesdays, and then maybe I'll throw in, or if I miss a Tuesday, I might throw in another thing. And like, I just honestly wouldn't watch my streams. I don't know if I have
say that. Okay, here's the thing. It's like that's how everybody feels about their own stream. Like you've edited your own YouTube videos and you've been like, damn, man, I hope somebody likes this. Like I know I do that whenever I've edited something of me talking. It's just like because it's yourself and like you're gonna be way more hypercritical of yourself. But like I have people that stream say that to me all the time. And they're just like, oh yeah, like I'd rather just like, I feel like my stream isn't as good as other people's. And I'm like, no, that's just how everybody feels. That's how Twitch works. Like there's always going to be somebody that you look up to and there's always be somebody that's like bigger than you. And there's always going to be somebody that you like, you know, you wish you had that aspect of their stream or that aspect of another person's stream or personality or something. But like, you know, it's just Twitch. It's not, you know, you don't overthink it. You just kind of get on and whatever happens, happens. It's live content, man.
Yeah.
It's also, it works out well because I've had people comment on the by release videos, you know, these videos that I take, God, I don't even know how many hours, like, you know, 35, 40 hours of editing,
a lot of time,
not including filming and like spending so much time on the details. Whereas RuneScape audience kind of just have you as background noise most of the time.
Yeah.
And I remember on this last video, someone was like, yeah, I just kind of had you in the background until the song came on. Then you had my full attention. And I'm like, it made me think like, this motherfucker didn't pay attention to my video until 9 minutes in? Are you kidding? I spent so much time on the first fucking 9 minutes. That's dozens of hours the first 9 minutes.
That haunts me, Jimmy.
It haunts me, dude. I was like, oh my God, like this is a RuneScape video, dude. Why do I stress this so hard? People don't even fucking pay attention. Like, it blows my mind. So that's why I think streaming, like, we really do overthink it and we try to overperform when in fact, like, people don't notice half the things we're doing because we're just like noise for them. We're white noise most of the time. It's kind of wild.
It's just like you just gotta go for the laps per minute, you know.
Yeah,
just
the laps per minute.
I call it the low W's per minute. That's all you gotta do. You know what I mean? Just get as many of those as you can. That's all you focus on.
And let me qualify what I said earlier. I don't think my stream's bad. I think my stream's incredible. I just wouldn't watch it. Like what I'm looking for is something like a Will stream where it's just chill. Maybe because I'm so fucking like not chill most of the time.
I just love that full 180. You know?
Yeah.
You're just like,
Well,
no,
like I
it's
didn't want to give.
incredible.
I didn't want to give people the wrong impression that my stream
I
was bad.
understand. No.
It is top tier. I wouldn't watch it, but that's because I don't watch, like, the fucking. I just don't watch stuff that's like me. I guess I don't know.
Understandable, man. Completely understandable.
Like I haven't
Don't worry
watched
about
a
it.
Jimmy video in like a year and a half.
I hate this guy, dude.
You haven't?
No, I'm kidding. I watched Jimmy stuff.
I thought you were serious. I
No,
really
no. I was a big Jimmy fan before I ever met the guy.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, I think Jimmy, you just showed up in my stream one day. That was literally it.
Yeah, I was probably just really lonely. I didn't expect it to be anything, you know. I didn't want it to be anything.
Yeah.
But here we are.
Here we are.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
have you guys always hosted together? Is this because I went back and I looked at the other episodes of this podcast and it was like Jimmy and some other guys. So what happened there?
The Bankstandin podcast existed as Jimmy and it was you and Hellwind, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was like their project. Jimmy and I decided like a year or two later that we wanted to do a podcast. This is really like unaffiliated. We just took the name.
Actually?
Jimmy asked Hellwind and was like, "Hey, like we tried to think of a better name than Bankstandin, but it just was so
we couldn't.
It sticks."
Have you guys thought about putting a G at the end? Have you guys considered that?
What, to differentiate it, or just because you think the N apostrophe is shitty?
I'm gonna tell you something right now. I was like, all right, I'm gonna be on this podcast. I better find it. So I went on Apple Podcasts. I searched bank standing. Nothing came up. So then I searched bank space standing, and I was like, huh. And
it won't show up in those search engines if you...
So I was like, I guess it's not an Apple podcast. These guys are like a strictly YouTube podcast. So then I looked on YouTube later and I was like, oh, it's Bankstandin with an apostrophe. So I maybe just like in the tags in the description on the podcast feed, you guys should put a G at the end.
Right, that's a good idea.
I'm just trying
actually.
just eliminate as an ex social media manager, you wanna eliminate the labor that the people that click need to do, you know?
Are you interested in becoming a social media manager?
Yeah.
We could use a guy like you on this team with all those marketing strats you're talking.
What can I say, you know? Decrease the friction is what they say.
Yeah, God, stuff like that.
Usually I try to increase the friction, if you know what I'm saying. But like
Nice.
But I can understand how in other situations decreasing the friction is okay. Yeah. Dude, I feel like that's a good
Wait, what aspects do you want to increase friction? Wouldn't you always want to decrease?
What are you even talking about?
No, sometimes
you would always want to decrease friction.
No,
I feel like.
What is sliding against each other? What
if we're gonna play around in the realm of metaphor, like sometimes friction creates heat and energy. And
just put his knuckles.
Look, I'm just being vague in general, and I know some of you are thinking I'm talking about something specific, but I'm not.
I thought you were talking about sex.
No,
and I was like, yes, nice. And then afterwards, I was like, wait, wouldn't you? Why would you want that?
Sex would be a great example. Sure. Oh my God.
I love that. I love the morning radio vibe of this podcast. Damn, you should get more of that.
Holy shit.
You should get a soundboard. I would love that. You guys should be Bankstandin in the morning. That's my next
Bankstandin in the morning.
Yeah, dude.
We've just never recorded in the morning once. We can release it in the morning.
Yeah, you just lie. You just say it's 9 a.m. August 1st, whatever it is.
That's a good point. That's a very good point.
Yeah, that would actually get that real kind of cheeky, like productive vibe if we just lied and said we recorded all these in the morning and then we released
like 6
them in
or
the morning.
Something crazy like that.
You've got like a soft light coming
in the morning.
Yeah, you got that soft light coming in, so people might believe that.
Yeah, it just stays bright until like 10 p.m. in the.
Are those real
Pacific
plants
Northwest
in your room?
Yes. That one is it. That one's fake. That's like, don't tell anyone this. Cut this.
Okay, yeah.
So now that we cut it,
okay,
I'm gonna say that one's fake. But you don't actually have to cut this. But it'd be funny if you kept it in after I said cut it.
Yeah.
Pothos right there, that's real. And then that's a money tree. That baby's real.
Okay.
It grows dollar bills.
Yeah, and then I got this one in my window, which this is a little
hey,
guy.
little guy.
A cacti. Yes.
Yeah, cactus.
Is it cacti or cactus if it's one? What's the plural?
Cacti would be plural.
God, I hate that.
Somebody tapped in my chat again. Did you guys see that? It popped up for a second.
No.
Amist Rules said early stream, and he said early stream ? Wide Peepo happy, and then he just now said early stream ! Peepo riot. So now he's like demanding it. He's not.
I
asking.
see. He's changing his tactic.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you're listening to this, Amist Rules, no,
It's pretty embarrassing.
not
Sorry,
happening.
brother.
I'll see you in approximately 4 hours.
Dude. I have to mention something because I saw it and it rattled me. It was on Reddit.
Yeah.
It was on Reddit about this podcast. There was a dude who said he made it 3 episodes in because the podcast was always about like literally nothing else except for me bitching about how I wanted to play other games other than RuneScape. And then that drew him away and it got a ton of upvotes. So I replied to it about how stinky of a look that is. And I don't think people know that. I just want to make it clear. I don't hate RuneScape like at all.
Oh, dude. I mean, listen, I feel you on this one as well. I get that all the time.
Dude.
Like, I'll like say, I can't remember what it was. I played this game called The Coin Game, which is like this really shitty arcade simulator. It's made, I mean, it's not shitty. It's a great game, but it's made by one guy. And like you play as a kid and you have like a curfew and an allowance and you basically like make money, ride your bike to the arcade, and it has like PlayStation 1 graphics. But anyway, it was fun as hell to play it for like a day, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so like then, you know, the next day I'm streaming RuneScape and I like, you know, I don't know, I like died at Vanguards or like, you know, Mutadile or something. And just like the consensus in my chat was just like, wow, like Will doesn't even enjoy RuneScape anymore. Look at how much fun he was having on Coin Game, and now he looks miserable. And I'm like, look, I'm just tilted right now. Like it's not like it's not that deep, but like I do feel like there's like this weird, like this like thing in the RuneScape community where everyone just like thinks that everybody hates the game, and it's weird because it's people think it's like an obligation to play it. It's like, no, I wouldn't be putting in this many hours into anything if I didn't enjoy doing it.
Maybe it's like because that's the one commonality that everybody has, that like when you show like when you're like, oh, you have that moment where something goes wrong and you're like, okay, fuck you, game. Everybody feels like you're being like, okay, well, fuck you, chat, and our whole relationship. Fuck you. Fuck this. And then they're all just like, Dad doesn't like us. Oh, God, he's leaving again? Dad, no. And it's just this whole complex. Like,
dude, someone in the last video, on the last episode where we had Sorekt on, they commented something like, why do the creators agree to come on this show if Jimmy's just going to look down on them? I was like... What the fuck? Like, or he said RuneScape
Jimmy's
creators.
not allowed to read the comments for this one.
Dude, I'm not looking at the comments
for this episode. Do not.
I was
Everybody
rattled,
put a nice
dude.
thing about Jimmy for when it's, you know, it's 3 a.m. He's feeling lonely. He's like, I'm gonna see what people have to say about what I put out. Just say something nice about Jimmy, please.
Say
Just
something
put that
nice
in the
about
comments.
me, just once. Just try
I
it out.
could say not to read the comments, but I know he's going to. So just,
I've been bombarded with mean shit the past like 3 weeks, dude.
it's because
Really?
you started doing content with General Sam. How did you not expect this, Jimmy?
No, but this has nothing to do with that. This is me getting eliminated from the Gillinor games and people
for
treating it like
that?
it's Jersey
Oh,
fucking
dude.
Shore, dude. People are so invested in that
I've been getting
series.
a lot of that. I've been getting a lot of people in my chat like, Will, why weren't you on the Gillinor games? Like, they let Jimmy and what was it, Flutton or something? They're like, why would they not let you carry the U.S.? And I was like, look, that was recorded 8 months ago. I had like 100 viewers. Nobody would have me.
It was so... I was so
sorry,
rattled,
Jimmy.
dude. That was like... It's still happening. It's still happening. And it's been like almost 3 weeks since I've been like eliminated. And people come into my videos and
it's
whatever I
pretty
stream.
popular series, man. I'm gonna be honest.
Right.
You might be hearing a lot of that. You might have to release some sort of redemption arc yourself to like prove that you're actually capable of doing those tasks. I'm not really entirely sure what happened because I haven't watched.
I got
the
piled, is what happened. I could not tank 5 people at once, and then I died. Therefore, I'm the weakest link, and I should never have been there. And also, it was doing a challenge mode raid, which I have no idea about. Every time I've done raids with people, they, scout until they get the easiest fucking ones, and then we go do them. I hadn't done like half of those before.
Jimmy, somebody told me actually that when you got your fire cape, you used like a plugin for which
in 2017, yeah. But I've done a multitude of Jad tasks since then.
Okay, so
without plugin.
whoever told me that in my chat, just know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Know that he's done Jad.
That was over 3 years ago that I had that video, and it was more of like a skit than anything.
Okay.
But
yeah.
No,
I
can do Jad now.
I didn't see the video.
It's very easy. I'm telling you, once I learned how to PK, that was actually. That Gillinor games, no one knew about it, but when I died PKing, I got I was feeling bad about it. So I went and learned how to PK, and I have 3 fucking pure accounts now. And
really?
I know how to PK now. Like, I'm rusty as shit. I haven't done it in a while because I stopped doing the bounty hunter thing, But, like, I learned how to PK because of that. And
So that was actually recorded before you did any of the Howard Price?
It was in the middle of me making Larry Rogers. Like,
wow, okay.
Making him into a pure account. And then I ruined that account, so then I made Howard Price. That was the big thing.
What are these names? What are these?
The whitest names I could think of, dude. We've got Larry Rogers, Howard Price, John Hanks, Bob Hanks. There's all Hanks family. They're all related to Tom Hanks. One of them played Wilson in Castaway.
Yeah. Are you aware of Tom Hanks' actual son, Chet Hanks? Are you aware of him?
No.
He has an actual son, and his name's Chet Hanks, and he is a white rapper. He speaks in Jamaican patois.
Quite
regularly. He'll post videos of him being like, "Big up the whole island," and he'll just like hop on Instagram, and he's like actually Tom Hanks' son.
Oh my god! That's amazing.
Wait,
I mean. He's a favorite of mine to like just follow on all social media.
What the fuck, dude? I need to look that up.
I want to listen to the island, man.
Yeah, because like Tom Hanks is just like,
baby.
I can't think of like a more just like white, like just generic guy who, and especially a guy who would just seem like a good dad who would just have like very normal sons. But I don't know, man, something happened to Chet and he's gone full white rapper.
This is what Nine Rain, he's been plagued. Okay, Nine Rain has been plagued because General Sam, great guy. I copy his format shamelessly and he lets me do it because he copied the format.
Respect.
He's got a podcast. He's been on this podcast. Now, Nine Rain went to that podcast. It's called The Fabled Foreheads. And Nine Rain for an
Forehead Fables.
Fabled Foreheads.
I feel like as a podcast to a podcast, we should at least get his name right. Continue.
Look,
sorry.
Have some respect for the art form.
Yeah.
Look, he went on Sam's podcast
Nice.
for an hour and 20 minutes and just shit talked me with him. Like, he does this bit where Sam has a buddy named Aqua FPS and just slanders the dude. He's like a very wholesome guy, but then like he's like, you guys don't see Aqua behind the scenes. Like, he's like a white supremacist, he's like a bad fucking guy. And they did that to me on this podcast and then took a bit, like a 5-6 minute bit of it and posted it as a highlight on the podcast channel.
Jimmy's just getting rolled recently.
Dude,
he's getting
fucked
called
on.
racist.
No,
he's getting owned by RuneScape players. He's getting owned by Reddit.
I can't
feel
catch
bad,
a break.
dude. I'm Team Jimmy. Can somebody please just help this man out? Someone please say something nice about Jimmy. If you're watching this, if you're listening to this like after it came out, okay, don't even bother leaving a comment because you won't check it. You need to tweet at Jimmy and be like, "Hey man, I hope you have a great day today." Something like that.
Yeah.
That would make me a happy guy, dude.
Say something nice. Because the man, if you've listened to this far, you know he needs it. You know what I mean?
You know. They know. It's fucked up, dude.
It was bad.
It was bad.
We went in hard. And it was...
I feel like
it got real sometimes.
Every like, popular podcast... Any popular podcast format, there needs to be like one guy that everyone shits on. I feel like that's just like that's a classical trope of like every good.
So we bring you on as the social media guy, and they shit on you.
No,
dude,
you can't.
I can't be
Will,
the guy.
Dude.
I can't be the guy. It's not gonna be me. I'm going through my phase of being shit on right now, and it's gonna end very soon. I'm gonna make sure it ends soon, because I'm gonna.
I hope so, man.
But listen, look, Nine Rain has just I think he started to embrace this personality that Sam has bestowed upon him, because they had great chemistry. That was a fun podcast to listen to. If you take the context of me getting stomped and pounded on out of the picture. They did a great job together, and I think he's taken a lot of inspiration from having a conversation. So he doesn't have a filter anymore. Nine Rain's becoming a very bad guy, and I don't really know how to handle it.
I've always been a bad guy.
Yeah, and he's just bringing it out of you.
No,
he's just making it
I've
vocal.
always been like this. I just filter myself on this podcast because
You filter it in post.
Because you start
filter it in
looking
post.
at me like, "What the fuck are you doing, Nine Rain? You're sliding again." And I'm like, "All right, we got to bring it back," which is fair. We do need to bring it back. We're gentlemen here. And another thing is, the only thing General Sam and I have in common, well, other than like our profession and stuff, is Jimmy. So naturally, we brought up Jimmy a couple times. And what else are you gonna do as a bunch of bros, but just shit on him? You know, it's
how does Nine Rain? How does it make you feel when Jimmy expresses these gripes with you? Saying
This
mean
is
things
turning into
about
like
him?
a couples therapy session.
Look, if I'm gonna
how
be
does that
honest-
make you feel when you find out he's so deeply hurt and
Very deeply hurt.
affected by these comments that you've made on a separate podcast that you weren't even sure if he was going to go listen to?
If I'm gonna be honest, I don't feel much. Look, I'm just not a sympathetic person. But what I would say, Jimmy, as someone who really likes you, you can't ask for people to stop being mean to you.
I know they're not going to stop.
Or it gets worse.
It's been this
worse,
way forever.
Jimmy. You can't say that.
It's been this way forever. All right. It's just the situations that have happened recently have
I love
called
that
for
this
it.
has been the trend of this episode has just been like Jimmy getting shit on, and now you're just being more mean to him. Like,
Yeah.
that's the problem really with being online, is like if you ever show any point of weakness, like in like just being like, oh yeah, that actually like really bothers me when you say that, like people are just gonna be like, oh my god, grow some thicker skin.
Yeah.
This sensitive Sally over
Look,
here.
It's some dude with because I know it's happened to you. Some dude with a fucking anime profile picture, not real name associated, takes a picture of your face and puts it on like those chicken legs or whatever.
Oh
Is
yeah,
that-
for sure.
Dude,
Dude,
it's
I
just
don't
they
know.
can
I
do
mean,
whatever they
like,
want. And
yeah,
Nine Rain basically just said like, if you haven't shit on him yet, make sure this is
No, 'cause
now you
here's
know
the
you
thing.
should
Look,
go ahead and comment it.
here's why Jimmy's fair game. It's
Why?
because Jimmy is a good guy who's successful.
Damn. He's
and-
doing this one
and-
now.
No, actually pulls it off. And
What?
so, like, other people idolize you, Jimmy. They think you're untouchable.
Who thinks that?
That's why they touch. You know?
Who thinks that?
They're like, let me just get my shot in at
thinks that?
Jimmy. Let me just get. They think they put you up here. So they think that you're not a human being, Jimmy. And these comments are just going to pew, pew.
I
off
think this
your-
is how you think about me. They know they can touch me. They've known that they can touch me. This is you saying to me how you feel.
Okay. I see.
Yeah.
I see how that might be the case.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, Will, how long have you had that mustache?
I like this line of questioning. This is good. I had started growing it like around actually around the time I started streaming, like 2.5 years ago, early 2018. Around my birthday was originally when I started growing it, just because I wanted to have like a birthday stash going. And then I just
As you
like
do.
yeah, so I started streaming, and then I just kind of like never shaved it. And now, you know, like I'm just kind of in this place where like I like it, and I have about, you know, 300 people telling me to shave it every day and telling me I look like a pedophile, I look like an idiot, I look like shit, I would look better without it. And it's like, yeah, man, I feel like as long as I have this thing, like I'm pretty untouchable as far as like the rest of me goes, you know what I mean? Because everyone's gonna, what you have to realize is like, when you come to like my stream or like my whatever, like, and you're just like, oh yeah, nice mustache, dude, you look like an idiot, like you're basically just like, it's like if you saw Batman and you like shot him like in the middle of his like Batman symbol on his chest. It's like yeah, obviously it's gonna reflect off, like you're not gonna hurt him that way, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's an absurd way to try and like attack somebody, but it's like, yeah, man, nice, you got me, good.
I think
So
the
where'd the
bat
leg
symbol
thing come in?
The
Oh,
what?
the legs?
Yeah.
I made the mistake of just being, you know, one of my viewers And a guy, you know, I don't know if you guys know Magic the Blathering, but he's like, you know, he's pretty
How do I
active
know
in a
that
lot of
name,
streams.
actually?
He's like very active on Twitter. He used to be, and he was like super active in like Bodhi's community. So I don't
Okay.
really, I mean, he streams sometimes, but just like, you know, a guy who's around RuneScape Twitch a lot. And he was like in LA, and he was like, yo, let's grab dinner. Me and my fiance are in town. And I was made the mistake of being like, sure, yeah, this is the first time I'll ever hang out with someone who watches my stream. And you know, it was fun. It was a good time, and we took a photo afterwards, and he posted it. And I hadn't realized that I was wearing shorts in the photo, and no one had seen my lower body before, because I hadn't been streaming for that long. And you know, listen, I'm a lanky guy. I'm 6'2". I'm pretty, you know, I'm not the most like built. You may notice, but yeah. So I got some skinny legs, and I caught a lot of flack. There was a RuneScape, or not, sorry, there's a Twitter account called Daily Photo of Will's Legs, where they would just repost the same photo and at me every single day. They've stopped since, but yes, that was definitely a chapter.
I remember that era. That was that was crazy.
awesome.
Yeah, it's stopped since, but you know, I've been wise enough to move to a colder climate and only wear pants from now on.
Okay.
Really, no shorts anymore. Threw
So
them out or
that's why
whatever.
you left LA.
Costume.
Okay.
I just wanted to get out. I just wanted to get to colder weather.
Yeah.
And never wear
Damn.
shorts again.
Damn. I can't not wear shorts, dude. I'm always wearing shorts, except if
You
it's
one of those
actually
guys?
cold. I'm not one of those guys. It's like it's
Wearing
it's only
basketball?
40 degrees. I'm good. Just shorts. I got
Yeah.
hair on my legs. No, I wear sweatpants.
Those guys disturb me. Like guys that only wear like basketball shorts. Like
Yeah.
that's a disturbing type of guy. That's like pre-internet depravity. Is what I
Yeah.
see that as.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh.
Can't do that.
You have truly just been like, I have nothing to lose. I give up. I'm not trying to do anything.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that. And
Yeah.
that makes you the scariest kind of guy.
Yeah.
It does. Nine, do you keep autofocus on?
On my camera?
Yeah.
Yeah. Should I not?
I don't trust it. No, I mean if it works, good.
It's
I don't trust
pretty-
my autofocus.
Mine's a good camera, so it's never.
It's a good
fucked
camera
up for me.
too. Don't shame my camera. It's just
Oh.
I don't trust autofocus on any device unless it's like
You don't trust it?
no, I don't trust it.
What does that mean?
It means I want to I want to know that I'm in focus because if you go in, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to go all the way in and focus yourself like that, like make sure it's crystal clear, and then
Yeah.
you go out. That's how you make sure it's in perfect focus at all times.
You
How
also
did you
have.
even learn that?
I went to school for film. It's my degree.
They taught him that at Hogwarts.
Yeah,
Mine-
that is the most complicated thing.
Mine
That's
says Logitech 1080p on it. It's not even a real you have like a DSLR, right? Is that what I'm meant to believe?
Yeah, I have the same one that you have that I used before, but I wanted this.
So you didn't use autofocus when you had like a shitty webcam?
Oh
You
no,
didn't
no,
use
I
it-
totally did. I don't even know if you can do
Oh,
manual focus on those. I
Yeah,
have no
then
idea.
that's what confused me. I was like, how do you even? How
No.
would that even? And
No.
why?
No.
makes
DSLRs are
sense,
game
yeah.
changers, dude. Like
Really?
Yeah, I use this for everything. Like
I'm
everything.
good, man. The thing is, like, if I stream with this is like the max quality that it'll be, and people will be like, "Wow, well, you have such clear skin." But if it's any more HD, you know, it's probably gonna, you know, people are gonna see some like, you know, imperfections.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Some pimples for sure every now and then. I don't think that's worth it. I don't think that as a professional live streamer, I need to be seen in anything more than 1080p. That seems, honestly, that's fucked up if you do that.
Yeah, that's yeah. There's that one Family Guy bit. You see that Family Guy bit where they like all the TVs are now HD, like all the channels are HD, and they had like some hot reporter, and then all of a sudden they went to HD, and then they were able to see her like clearly and saw that she was actually like really disgusting, and they like immediately kicked her off the air and just replaced her with somebody else.
Yeah,
That's what it's
they
like,
did.
dude. Yeah, they did.
As soon as I find out a woman is ugly,
That's
I'm
exactly
kicking her
what
off of
happens,
the
dude.
television.
You lose all your viewers, all
She's getting
respect.
thrown off the television.
Dude, honestly though, it would kind of happen. Like Twitch dudes, Twitch viewers, fucking They're just animals,
totally.
dude.
Yeah, I know when I'm browsing Twitch, I need to find someone who's like a guy who's hot. Definitely.
Yeah, dude.
The last thing I'm gonna do is watch some Uggo. Like,
I mean, like,
who's good
that's
at video games.
Like, I don't mean this as to dog you, Will, but like that's why people watch your stream.
That's not.
I just like while we're
like-
on the subject,
It's got some truth to it. It's got some truth to it.
No. People aren't looking to watch a attractive guy when they browse Twitch television. It's
You'd
not,
be
like-
surprised. See, you think they're there for your chill personality and your like compelling gameplay, but really, they're just.
That's not why I'm there.
What is that? A drum set behind you? I just noticed.
Yeah, it is. Ta-da!
You bang those?
Oh, that's
or
a pair of underwear just sitting on the drum.
Why?
The underwear or the drums?
Well, why were you taking off your underwear in front of your camera?
I mean, the camera was off at the time, I assume, and I just threw the underwear on the drums.
What is the room layout? So the room is bigger than what I'm seeing right now, I assume.
No, it's actually that you can see the two corners back there, and it's a pretty.
Okay, and then you're up against the wall. So
Yeah.
the only possibility is that you were in that room and you took off your underwear
Yeah.
while. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
to
just
be
trying to
honest,
get-
it's because sometimes it gets a little toasty being a fucking nerd sitting at your computer.
Don't tell me you sit, dude. No, don't
get
tell
a
me you
little
sit at the
up
computer
ass.
with no underwear on. Don't tell me you sit in your chair with no
Just-
underwear on.
fully naked.
Not always, no. But
Dude,
in
but, like,
this instance, those are some kind of tight, restrictive boxers.
Oh my god, man.
So we yeeted them.
I won't eat like this is like most of my apartment. Like I live in like a one bedroom. It's like this, then my bedroom, and then like small kitchen, small bathroom. And like I won't even like I won't walk into this part just because I know that there's a camera here, even if it's off. And maybe if my computer's off.
I turn my
But-
camera off, take out the battery, and point it in the corner because I'm fucking
Wow,
paranoid.
Okay.
So
okay,
like,
no,
there's
see now I'm okay with it. Okay.
I
got it.
actually had
was
a-
just like there's just something about it with me. Like I know it's not on. I know that it's not recording, but there's just something there. I don't know what it is, but
before yeeting the trousers, I triple check. I'm so fucking paranoid that I'm just gonna whip my dick out on camera. Like,
okay,
God.
well, you're still not off the hook for playing video games naked. I still feel like we need to.
We
address
do need to
that.
talk about that.
Yeah, that's.
I have
really
pants on.
something.
Like,
that
I'll-
doesn't matter though.
Like,
Wait. You took your pants off, then took the underwear off, then put the pants back on?
if either PJ pants or some athletic shorts or some
What?
real chill.
Dude. Why would you not just take the pants off and keep the underwear?
Because no, the point was that the underwear was like that's a real tight pair of underwear.
You know what you're telling me? That is
not
some
comfy.
real less than 6 hours a night of sleep energy right there. Is what you're telling
Yeah,
me. That
absolutely.
I cannot believe that you just sit there with no supportive under your junk.
Dude,
Just
no,
letting it
I actually think he gets
hit.
more than 7 hours a night of sleep because you must have like a massive hog that like you can't have. I mean, listen, I could just sit here in boxer briefs all night and like it's no problem. I don't even realize it. I choose to wear pants because I live in civilized society and I'm an
right.
adult. But
they're
Yeah.
not
however,
briefs. They're not briefs. They're a real tight, like junk holder. It was a specific pair
wait.
of underwear I yeeted. I don't know.
So when you get up, is there like a sweat outline of your ass? Like, is that not what you experience? There's no way you don't.
if you took them off because of the sweat, I imagine that.
No, it was just the one pair of underwear is tight, uncomfortable, and a little
What is
warm.
this? What brand? What brand is
Dude,
this?
I would not recommend them.
Okay, but I just need to
Like,
know for the.
This is fucked up.
This is fucked, man.
I was not ready for this.
He's holding them.
H&M?
Yeah.
You're buying underwear at H&M?
I don't know if I bought them or if they were bought for me. I don't know how
No, you gotta go like,
Dude.
Calvin Klein, maybe
I
like
actually have a
MeUndies or,
Calvin
like,
Klein pair of underwear.
You gotta get something better than that, man. I feel like H&M, that's clothes that you wear once you throw in the garbage. You know what I mean? It's like disposable.
There's a reason I took these off and threw them on the drum set. They were not comfy.
That's
Like we're making it a thing about me. It was more a thing about the underwear. I misspoke.
Oh yeah,
when
it's not you at all. Yeah.
And to be fair, I highly recommend this. I have a $30 pair of underwear. They're Calvin and Klein, and they feel so good.
Calvin and Klein.
Yes.
Now that is a brand.
The Calvin Klein is the guy's name. It's just Calvin Klein. Calvin and Klein.
That's what I said.
Wait. You
Calvin and
said
Klein, Ben and
$30
Jerry's.
on one pair? I'm sorry. Wait, I gotta.
Yeah, I thought what I was doing was buying like a 5-pack for $30, and when I got home and opened it up, it was one pair of underwear.
Nah, dude, that is.
And it's actually like incredible how much better I feel in a day when I'm wearing them.
I'd like to get off of this topic, but I'm sorry I pressed you so hard. I was just very concerned about your
well, you were asking about the drums,
habits.
and I took it to underwear.
Yeah, that is true. You kind of brought us there, and you forced me to pry, to be honest. You forced my hand to be like, how do you have just a computer room with a drum set and also have underwear in there? Because it's not like you're getting dressed. But I get it now. That makes sense. What's on the shelf on the other side of the drum set? What's that stuff?
That like pile. That's all music gear, some cables that I use, and some other shit. Oh, and then there's a banjo leaning on it.
That'd be funny if you were just like, oh, that's where I keep my underwear. That's my underwear drawer.
Yeah, that would have been better.
Yeah, that's good, man. No, that's fine. The banjo, can you play that or?
I can play the banjo, not super
well. I like
well.
this style of podcast where I just
ask point out things
rooms.
in the room and like ask me to explain them.
No one will ever outdo the instructions that Charbor gave us in our second podcast ever. He made me pull out the green screen behind me. He made us like pretend we were like next to each other in the squares on Discord, like making out with each other. It was weird. We had to cut the whole thing. It got a little too explicit.
I feel like we give our guests too much freedom on this podcast, Jimmy.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I feel like the last like 10 minutes or so, I've really taken the reins, and I apologize.
That's fine. Look,
that's fine. You're our new social media guy, dude. Make yourself comfortable.
I was marriage counseling for a little bit there, but I really took the reins with the drums. I'm sorry. Anyway, Jimmy, what's that behind you? Is that a couch?
It is. It is a leather couch. It's my casting couch.
We're not talking about a goddamn couch.
It's my casting couch.
We're not talking about a goddamn couch.
I've got my lighting set up and everything, dude.
What is that, IKEA or?
Nah, I don't even know what it is called. Someone has owned this couch before me. Things have happened on this couch prior to me owning it that I don't know about.
That's a bad feeling. Yeah, I don't like that.
I couldn't get myself to bring a used couch into my apartment or house or whatever the case may be.
You helped me move this into my apartment.
Yeah.
So you can bring yourself to move it into a apartment, just not yours.
Right. I just would feel, because I've never deep cleaned a couch that I own, so and I'm a clean person, so I'm fully aware that if I'm getting someone else's couch, it's never been cleaned.
The thing is with this one is it doesn't have it's like in between. It doesn't have like the cracks and crevices, so I know there's not going to be some shit down there that hasn't been like touched in 70 years, and it's bought from a company that, fucking down the street.
I don't mean to cut you off, Jimmy. We're actually talking about your couch. And I don't know how the fuck Will pulled this off. Wait.
We just talk about things, man. It just happens.
I really got him to start describing the couch. Yeah. I exclusively get my furniture off the street. Yeah. I don't know about. Yeah.
What, really?
I think. Oh, definitely. Like that. I mean, the TV I bought used from somebody, but TV stand,
that's fair.
coffee
that's
table,
absolutely
couch,
fair.
all of that off the street. Rug off the street. Really, the only thing that I bought, like new, was my desk for streaming. But yeah, other than that, legitimately, I mean. I've gotten nearly all of the furniture that I've ever owned off of the street or at IKEA. That's the meta.
I don't trust IKEA.
IKEA was
shit breaks.
The street.
Dude, everyone in LA was so fucking pumped about IKEA. And to be fair, they had a really huge one there. I don't know if it was part of like being dirt poor because you spend $2,000 a month on rent in that place. That they're just like, oh, I bought a couch for like, I built it for $10. but or maybe it was just that they had a fucking huge IKEA and it was dope. But everybody was so, like, they would go to IKEA and not buy anything and that was what they did in a day. They'd be like,
I'd
dude, I
love
went
to.
to
I
IKEA
love
yesterday.
just going there just to hang out. Yeah.
I will say,
Just go look at the furniture.
I will say in their like warehouse in the back or whatever, where you actually go get all of the shit.
Yeah.
The carts that they have there mixed with
Yeah,
the
you just
floor,
ride them around. Oh yeah, it's the perfect recipe for just riding.
It's
you know
so
what I mean?
smooth.
It's
like,
great.
It's about, to bring it back, it's about as frictionless as you could get in a situation. That is
Absolutely.
the most frictionless I've ever felt in my life, was riding on that IKEA.
Very lubricated carts
trolley.
in IKEA.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Man, I feel like if you had like a tagline, Will, I don't know if you have one yet, but like something along the lines of minimizing friction, or like frictionless or whatever, would be like, put that over
Perfect.
the street. Because it fits your personality too. You're like laid back. You tricked Jimmy into talking about his couch with just
It's-
like a
it
It
little.
wasn't a trick. I would have.
I
It
think
was
of
one of the
myself
first
as
things
a
he
bit
brought
of
up today.
I'm
That's-
kind of a mastermind. What can I
that's-
say? You know?
that's-
I've orchestrated each and every conversation that we've had on this podcast.
That's
the shadows.
frictionless if I've ever seen it. You know. That's
Have we
some
talked about RuneScape at all? I actually wanted to. Have we even spoken at all about?
No, but we can
Oh,
go
are
there.
you gonna wait? They've like announced Trailblazers, right? Like that's everything.
yeah.
Everybody knows what's happening with that now.
Yes.
Yeah, they've announced it.
It's
Cool.
announced.
Cool. It is announced, so we're not cool.
Okay.
Great.
Because Jim and I have been working on a project for them regarding Trailblazers for a long time. So we've been under, like, we're not allowed to say
Wow,
shit. So we
interesting.
have been tiptoeing because we never know, like what the fuck. I didn't read their post on what exists.
You guys have been working on the co-signed Portland Trailblazers activation.
Yeah.
That they've been doing like some marketing.
So
some
you
insider
know.
marketing.
So you're that you know.
Yeah, no, they had me. Yeah, they had me go, and I had to drive Damian Lillard to my apartment and have him play an hour of RuneScape. And he was like, "This shit sucks, man." And then I had to edit that out. Yeah,
I didn't
it
know
was
that
good.
that was you, that they had boots on the ground in
Yeah,
Portland making that
that was
happen.
me.
That's
Absolutely.
cool. That's cool that we have that.
Are
in
you
common.
gonna play Trailblazers though?
Yeah, I'll play. Absolutely. I played Twisted League, and that's like, honestly, like, within the last year, it's probably the most fun I've had on the game. Was just like,
I think I'm gonna like
first few days of
really go
League.
for it. Like I've never really went hard at anything. I mean, I've always been in school when anything major happened in the game, but now I'm like, oh, this is what I do now. This is like my life. I'm gonna do Trailblazers. Like I'm actually gonna like play the game and try to do really well in it.
It's a good feeling, man.
It's a good feeling. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for this. It's gonna be a good time, and it's coming soon, like very soon.
I'm not fully sure on what it is. I've just had people in my chat explain it to me, but like, is it? So can you just unlock the entire game?
I don't know if eventually you can unlock everything.
Yeah.
Like I think you get a certain amount of unlocks.
But it's all available except for like Zaya. Everything's available.
At one point or another, I believe. I think
Yeah.
it'll take you a long time to get everything, but like,
Interesting, okay.
And
yeah,
I don't actually even know if like certain regions are gated by certain other requirements, or if it's just you pick randomly as you move along. I actually don't know the answers to that.
I would honestly, I don't know. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing how it plays out, but I'm almost kind of concerned that it's not limited enough in that way.
That was my
if
thought,
everything
actually.
is accessible, then it's like, isn't everyone just gonna be like, all right, well, I'm gonna go do Theater of Blood, or like I'm gonna go do like, there's gonna be like a best method probably to like end game shit.
The relics will add a lot.
Definitely.
So that, and the fact that it's time gated might also really kind of beeline people in certain directions. Because I thought the same thing too. That like, you just kind of end up where you're just playing RuneScape with like the whole fucking map, and it would feel weird that you're not forced into these weird situations. But I don't actually know how it's gonna play out. Like I bet it probably won't feel that way in practice.
Yeah, the best part is me saying this when I've literally not even read the dev blog. I've had like 3 people explain it to me third hand, and I'm like,
Also
this is
not
my
read the dev blog.
critique. Yeah, this is my problem with that. Let me tell you something.
2 concerned RuneScape creators discussing
yeah.
topics of which they know nothing.
That's how I am pretty much always when it comes to like game issues. I'm just like, I don't even know. Because I don't read Reddit. Like I stopped reading the subreddit in like probably 2014. I remember I had this like shitty summer job and I like would log on to r/2007scape while I was there. And I just remember realizing one day, like, I never have enjoyed spending time here. Like, all of the people in here are so fucking dumb.
Yeah.
And, like, they play the game for, like, 2 to 4 hours a week. And then they just, like, go work at their job at like, an office and, like, casually come home. But they spend more time, like, having opinions about the game than they do actually playing. And it's like, why would I ever go on here? Because like it truly just makes me unhappy. It makes me like not want to play the game when I'm like, these are the other people playing.
Yeah. I don't
Jesus.
go to Reddit ever, because for the same reason, I would just see stuff that would make me mad.
Jimmy, stop going on Reddit, man.
Yeah. I'm usually really good at it.
He's like, yeah, probably.
I'm usually really good at it, like of shying away. The only reason I saw that comment is because you know who needs to stop going on Reddit is fucking Framed, because Framed found it and sent it to me because the
dude,
original
what a bad
post.
friend. That's
In his defense, the original post was about the slacking off podcast thing we did, and someone was posting it like, wonder, like the fact that Jimmy settled and Frame did this and like didn't continue it is a sin, you know, something like that. Like just like a literal like sarcastic thing, just, you know, hey, this was a good thing that they did. I wish they kept doing it. And they proceeded to talk about this podcast in that thing, and there was just like a few people lingering about saying their little ratty ass fucking opinions that get to me.
All the haters
shouldn't.
and losers, I will say, this podcast, 35 ratings on Apple Podcasts, all 5 stars. So I will say,
is there 35?
That's what I saw when I looked.
Oh, really?
I'm gonna look, dude. That's crazy.
I've actually,
You guys should look.
I haven't gone and looked at our other platforms in like ages.
Yeah, you guys should do that, definitely. And also, listen, I hate to be that guy, but you guys gotta change the logo. You know, it's too generic looking. It's just like a pair of headphones, a bank chest, and a microphone, and it's like blue and white, and I'm like, I can't even tell that this is like an interest. You know, it looks like it's like a NPR show that they play on the radio. It's like, you guys gotta have like your faces in there, maybe throw in how about this, like a bank booth, and like you guys are like the tabs or something.
Let's hire this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
So here's the thing. Welcome aboard, first and foremost.
I'm just trying to help, you know.
Second, this was like such a complicated thing that we like couldn't get right, and I think we just finally just like settled on this. We're just like, all right, this will work.
If I'm gonna be 100 in front of you guys, I think we're not there with the logo. I think we're not there with the logo.
Mm-hmm.
It was the best iteration we could come up with. And it's just not. It's not there yet.
And when you edit this, you can put the logo on screen right now, and you know
it's already above us. I think.
Oh,
in
is
the
it?
format.
Okay. Yeah, I just gotta say, I'm not. You know, I'm not a huge podcast listener, but I do feel like the ones that I've listened to, you know, that you gotta have something that'll catch the eye. You know.
We copy Sam. We copy Sam with that doodle of him with the huge forehead, and we just make it our faces. We get someone to doodle us.
Okay, fair.
And just put both our faces.
Yeah,
we'll just copy him.
Also, our format could use some work for the YouTube video. The video format. The more I look at it, the more I'm like, nah, we gotta fucking.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to make 2 of us work.
What's the format?
Well, we have like a. It's going to be weird describing the scene that we're currently in to the viewer, but there's like, we've got our little boxes.
You're over. Look, I'm on the left side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Will's in the.
You're in the middle.
The middle that way.
So if I go like this, I'm like reaching towards you.
Yeah.
And Jimmy.
Would I be touching you now?
Yeah, we're pretty close, depending on how I crop.
And then I'm going to like reach over and like grab you,
Jimmy, why are you grasping?
Yeah.
Look, there's like a light over here.
There's like a cupping.
Yeah. So he's, and you're, yeah. And there's too much camera scene on the screen. There's too much like black around the outside with logo space.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. So
We just have to go look and copy people, dude. I think that's what it comes down to.
Yeah, we'll mix
Yeah,
it
maybe
up.
maybe just get a pattern to put, like,
Well,
fresh.
so what most podcasts do is they have an editor chop it up, and whoever's speaking is most of or all of the frame.
That
don't.
that takes so
Come
much
on.
work.
That's what I'm saying. That's why we can't do that.
I don't think that I don't even think
I
they
ain't
do that.
about to go edit a 2-hour podcast.
I mean, yeah, an episode where you have me on where I'm just talking over people too. It's just like, you don't. Anytime it starts, I'm like, yeah, but actually, and then it's just like chopping back and forth between the two people talking.
I'm just gonna fade you in over people
Yeah,
as we're
that's
trying
good.
to have
That's good.
conversations about our relationship, and you keep interrupting.
Yeah.
Oh man.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We need more real criticisms like that, because no one tells us that. No one has mentioned that yet.
All right.
Really?
If you're watching this podcast, go ahead and lay into us in the comment section. Let us know.
Yeah, that's weird to me, because I do feel like, I have no shortage of criticism. If there's one thing that I get a lot for like streaming or video making, like I do feel like it's always like, oh, that's definitely something that I could improve on. There's obviously constructive and not constructive stuff.
Ours
but-
is pretty much just non-constructive pointed at Jimmy.
Yeah.
It's pretty much non-constructive.
That's what we've learned today.
Criticism. Yeah, that's pretty much
yeah.
it.
If we've learned anything, it is that, the people, they, the very vocal minority, I might add,
Yeah.
of people, they're trying to rustle Jimmy's jimmies, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, there's also a large minority of people in our podcast, but there's a lot of them who are just who literally just show up. What?
You said a large minority.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they don't work together.
That
So
just
like
means
40%.
that just means a big amount of people under 50%.
Mm-hmm.
Like a small minority would be like 5%, and a large minority is like 40%.
I agree, 100%. That's mathematics right there, baby.
Anyways,
I'm
that's
sorry.
some
You can make
quick
your
math.
point. I apologize. What was it? What was your point? I'm sorry.
I was gonna say that all they do is talk about Jimmy's good looks, so he's got that going for him. That's like a
Yeah, I just
that
can't
is-
get enough of those.
There's a large subset of our comments is just how good looking Jimmy is.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Keep those up, guys. How
Yeah.
about more of those? Maybe. I think I've just realized why Jimmy reads the comments. That actually makes so much sense now.
Yeah, he's,
I'm just looking for those compliments
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
fuel me. In
He's
the
like,
in the
I-
sea of insults, I'm just looking for
Yeah.
those two that
He's like, I wonder if
He looked
anyone
good
noticed
today.
my new haircut.
Yeah.
I better check the comments.
yeah, fan.
Jeez, dude.
Shit.
My God. How
What?
long have we been
Okay,
going?
Will, what are you doing on RuneScape at the moment?
Are you? You're not on RuneScape right now, dude.
No. But
Oh yeah, but he just means like
Yeah, like, what are
royal
your-
Like, what's your
and all
journey
that.
right now?
what
Okay.
accounts you got going on? Are you playing on one account or many?
I am a one account pure. You know what I mean?
Has that always been the case for you, or is that just like a stage of
I've
life
like
you're in?
tried playing alts before, but like very casually. You know what I mean? Like I really just I have always played a main and just like tried making an alt just because like I saw people that I'm friends with, like Jace and Coxie, like they both do similar stuff to me and they play alts and it helps them out a lot. But I just found like I really don't enjoy playing more than one account. It's just like I don't have anything against like altscape and like that kind of like meta, but it's just like not fun for me to like
Right.
play that way.
Do you?
But
So you don't? You're not like playing like an Iron Man as well. You don't have one.
no, I don't. That's probably the most asked thing in my stream is like, so man, when are you starting a hardcore Iron Man?
Yeah. Are you interested in
That's
doing
like-
that at all?
It's something that I might do down the line, but at the moment I'm pretty focused on getting all pets, and I'd really like to. But
How
when
many you have
go
left?
on- A lot.
lot?
I have 25 out of 40. Well, 24 out of 46.
My God.
I think I've lost count because it's been so long since I've gotten one. But when you're going for 1 in 3,000 drops and you're going over 12k dry on 2 different ones,
Are you
it's
still
like-
on KQ?
Yeah, so I have 12,000 KQ kills as of recording this, and I have 12,801 thermonuclear smoke devil kills, both without the pet, both 1 in 3,000. And you
Damn.
know what? I'll be honest, it sucks, and sometimes you just gotta persevere, and I'm sure once I get those out of the way, I'm confident that Jagex will be good to me. I hope they're listening, and maybe I'll get some lucky ones down the line.
Have you had any that were just kind of spoon fed?
I mean, a couple, yeah. I got pretty lucky on what was that boss? Yeah, Hydra. Right after it came out, I got it 2 days after release.
Wow.
So I think it was 200 KC or something, and then Bloodhound is one of the time-wise, it's the rarest pet in the game because it takes it's 1,000 masters on raid. I got it at 275, which is not too shabby.
Wow.
Pretty good. Pretty early.
I need to get a pet, dude. I don't have any pets in the game.
You have none?
I don't know what to do. I don't know which one to go for. I feel like it's so hard. It's so time consuming.
If you just want one, just go for Chaos Ellie, man. It's 1 in 300.
I tried that. I didn't like that. I didn't like doing that.
It sucks, yeah. That's a horrible boss, but it's the easiest pet to get. That's what I tell people if you just want to have one.
Yeah, it's so boring.
You could easily do it.
I want a really good one.
The only one I have is the agility pet, and I got it at 74 agility, which is dope because I can't stand that skill, so there was no chance that I was ever gonna, grind for it. But
yeah, I'm about 14 mil agility XP without it.
I'm sure you loved hearing that just now. Then.
No, I mean, listen. The thing. Okay, here's another thing. Is people. Dude, every day I get people just coming in and being like, "Oh, are you triggered?" And they're send me a 300 KC Thermi pet, and it's bro, it's the easiest boss in the game. Everybody has this pet. I don't I've seen it. I'm not even gonna performatively be mad. I don't know how to say I don't care without being mean, but I just say oh man, congratulations, it's hype.
So have you made stacks in the game because of this grind?
No. No. I mean, okay, as far as Thermi goes, I use a Sang staff, so I pretty much just break even there, just to make it faster. Scythe is about as fast, maybe a little faster, but it's just more annoying because the way the Scythe works is it's kind of AoE, so you always aggro the little smoke devils, and I just got tired of that, so I just use the Sang staff, and it's pretty costly to use. So you break even just about, and then KQ, yes, I've made a good amount of money, but if you count the I've made 500 to 600 mil, but if you count the hours,
right,
it's not.
Oh yeah.
I have probably 250 solo chambers, and I've made about that much, so it's hours wise not worth it at all. Jeez. But sure, you could say I've made fat stacks. I've probably made more from KQ than anyone else in the game.
Yeah,
dude, I really want to I'm trying to wrap up my White Wolf series as quickly as possible because I'm actually really pumped to get into all those late game boss grinds on my main. I dabbled. I've gotten a decent amount of Zulrah and Vorkath, and I just got 87 Slayer, so I was doing crack, and it's a couple other things, but I haven't really done some hardcore boss grinding, really build my bank up. And then now that I have to max White Wolf, I spent all my money on both my main and that White Wolf account that I've got no money. Because I'm doing shinning and bursting, and then I got to get my prayer up on that account too. And so I'm going to be absolute dirt poor by the time I finish the White Wolf series. And then I think I'm just going super hard on a lot of these bossing grinds and stuff.
I respect that, honestly. Yeah, I say, so it's a fun way to play the game. I don't know. People, there's just kind of a mindset that you have to play an Iron Man, especially as a streamer. But I've always just kind of been more interested in, I don't know, just kind of doing my own thing, maybe doing stuff that not as many people stream, especially when at the time when I started, it was pretty much Jace was pretty much the only person. I think maybe Zulu was still playing main, but yeah, Jace was the main person that was streaming a non-Iron Man account, and it was just because he was going for 200 mil all. So it was really nobody that wasn't streaming an Iron Man. So when I started streaming, people would constantly be yeah man, if you want to grow, you should really consider a hardcore. And it's I just don't think you should cater what you do to what you think will get you views. I think you should just do something that you're interested in and that will keep you playing in the long term, because it's better to do that and not burn out because I'm died again and I'm getting Barrow's gloves for the 10th time.
Oh, God.
It's oh boy, I can't wait to do another hardcore, and then it just doesn't seem fun to me, but maybe someday I'll try it out.
Yeah.
Like I said.
I didn't like playing a hardcore, dude.
You do or do not?
I did not like it.
Oh.
It was not fun. I felt like so
You didn't find it fun?
stressed out all the time. Like I was just like,
Yeah, I agree.
I
It
can't
seems
die, I
stressful.
can't die, I can't die. I was just like doing shit like farming, and I was like, what if I died right now? You know,
What
like,
if I
what
died
could
while
happen?
doing farming? Yeah. Maybe I don't know. I'm sure once you get into it, it just becomes second nature to like
Right.
constantly be checking your health.
Yeah.
Make sure you have a teleport at all times. Yeah, that's scary, man.
It's very scary.
I've died so many stupid ways on my main. I am not cut out for hardcore at all. I had one hardcore and I died. The first thing I did was go start thieving to get cakes to go to Winter Toad like everybody else. And I died. I clicked on a hero and it one-banged me. And I was like, I guess that's a sign. We're done with the hardcore life. Like, that's it.
Dude, I can't say like, I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, I could play a hardcore if I wanted to, because like I've never done it. And it's like, yeah, I die a lot of dumb ways in my main, but I also feel like if I was playing a hardcore, like I wouldn't be like sitting at 30 hit points at KQ.
Right.
You know, and people are just like, wow, you're so lucky you're not a hardcore Iron Man. I'm like, yes, luck that I spent the last 8 years of my life playing this account instead.
Yeah.
That's luck.
Oh, God.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll try it. I'm sure I wouldn't be too good at it personally, but
Well, and one thing about what you're doing is the pet hunt is an untreadable unique, so that immediately validates itself even on a main account. And then also, being a content creator allows you, like, it gives value to your growth on a main because you're like, people are experiencing the story along with you, as opposed to like,
I see that.
like, you know, if I just had this sick account and I showed a buddy of mine and it's a main account, I'm like, hey, check out my account. Like, I don't know. It's not that impressive because, you know, everyone's got a main. But since, like, the content really validates the main experience because they're watching you earn all the stuff that you're earning. So it, like, you know, the grind is inherent within the content in the stream. So
I agree. Yeah. I that's a good way to look at it, I guess. I guess I never really thought of it that way, but
That's how I feel when I'm doing 5-hour fishing streams on buy release.
yeah.
they're
like-
along
you're-
with the journey, dude. They know what it took to get to that next quest.
yeah, you're thinking, thank God I'm getting a YouTube video out of this or a stream out of this because
Yeah.
I just fished for 5 hours on a hardcore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll know now. Shit. What are we at? Oh my. All right, we're at an hour 45. What do you guys think? Anything else we need to talk about? We missed.
Well, you
if
got
guys have
anything coming
for me.
up in the near future?
In the near future, I mean, I'm really, you know, just kind of I wish I was more of a you know, content loop, like planning out live streams kind of guy, but I really do just like turn it on every day and see what happens. So I mean, you know, I'm just gonna be streaming every day except Monday. And anything coming up? I'm trying to think. I'm gonna be on this podcast.
Yeah.
It's called Bankstandin. That's probably gonna be coming out.
That's a really
With a
good
G.
time to. That's a
With
really
a
good time to
G.
plug it. Is an hour and 45 minutes into the podcast. So
if you've made it this far.
we appreciate
Yeah, that's a good
that.
point. Yeah, just, you know, ItsWill on Twitch. If you guys don't watch, you know, you have seen my stream, maybe check it out if you want to. But
Yeah, I swear
That's
to God, if
pretty
you
much
made it
it,
this
yeah.
far into the podcast and you don't follow Will on Twitch, I don't know what to say to you.
I know
fucking-
exactly what to
Go
say to
fucking
them.
follow him. Like, what the
I
hell?
know exactly what to say to them.